In 1872, an American ship was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean. Perfectly intact, cargo untouched, but the crew had vanished, without a trace. What happened aboard the Mary Celeste? Let's set the scene. The Mary Celeste was no ordinary vessel. Built in Nova Scotia back in 1861, she started her life as the Amazon, but after a string of misfortunes she was renamed the Mary Celeste. Maybe it was bad luck, maybe something more. Fast forward to November 1872. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York, bound for Genoa, Italy. She carried over 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol, a dangerous load by any standard. At the helm was Captain Benjamin Briggs, a respected sailor joined by his wife, their young daughter and a hand-picked crew of 7. Every one of them had a solid reputation. There was no hint of trouble as they slipped into the Atlantic. But just a month later, on December 5th, the British ship DEI Gracia spotted the Mary Celeste drifting aimlessly 400 miles off the Azores. The crew boarded her, expecting disaster, but what they found was even stranger. There was no one on board. Not a soul. The ship was in good shape, no sign of violence or bad weather. The food stores were untouched, belongings, clothes, even toys were still there, but the lifeboat was missing. The last entry in the ship's log was dated 10 days earlier, and the navigation equipment and ship's papers had vanished too. So what happened? That's the million-dollar question, and to this day, nobody truly knows. Let's run through the top theories. Some say pirates, but the cargo was still there, so why bother? Others guess mutiny, but the crew were all carefully chosen by the captain himself. Seaquake? Maybe. Or a sudden storm that forced a hasty evacuation? Possible, but the weather seemed calm. Here's a popular one: the alcohol. The barrels weren't for drinking, they held raw, volatile spirits. Some reckon fumes seeped into the hold, sparked panic, and the captain ordered everyone into the lifeboat just in case the ship exploded. But the Mary Celeste never did. Then there are wilder ideas: alien abduction, sea monsters, even a vortex to another dimension. I'll let you decide if you fancy any of those. What's certain is this: the Mary Celeste became the world's most famous ghost ship. Her empty decks have haunted imaginations for over a century. She's inspired countless books, documentaries, and ghost stories, fueling the legend of the abandoned ship with no answers and no closure. Maybe we'll never know what happened to Captain Briggs, his family, and his crew. But as long as ships cross the Atlantic, the tale of the Mary Celeste will drift on, mysterious, unsolved, and unforgettable. If you love a good mystery, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the deep. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon.